Welcome back to the next part of my house building adventure here. I want to continue to do this so I can use my creativity to imagine our future home and how I can use the spaces I've been provided. So this one I want to try to focus on the downstairs level, um, maybe the basement, and then the garage. The upstairs I can probably do at a later date. If not, this one, I don't know how long I want this video to be, but I want to finish at least those few things. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first thing I actually noticed about this was that for whatever reason, this part of the roof was not done, or that for that matter. Is this one? Yes, okay. So everything else seems to be painted. It was just those bits. And the other thing I do know that I have is, can I do like a little half wall moment here? I want to bring this down. Really quickly, what I wanted to do with this half wall moment, over here, that's too tall, not that. I just need to be like, is that good? That one's better. Okay, so over here, I actually have a little cement thing like this. I'm gonna paint it in a cement color. Okay, can I just wrap it around? Okay. And in this, we have a stone. So I'm gonna make it this, like this. And then I'm going to look up. So I actually have a flag out in the front, like here. And then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. Let's see if I can do this. So I kind of have one there. I wish I could oh. I wish I could raise it up because it's more like up here. But if I can get it on like that, that's fine. So I have a flag there too. Let's just leave it that one. Okay, so we've got some flags which are on our property. So I'm going to start with back here. So there is, not that, I need this. I need technically this. And I'm going to use a circular one, I think. So it actually is something that's not on our property. Maybe I'll do this. So we have like a driveway back through here that goes this direction and like veers off. But we are gonna ask possibly about using it to create a driveway to the garage. Something like that. And then that way we can take I think it's here in the outdoor art thing. That's not what I want. I don't know where it is. I could go to jail or something on our door there. No. I know what I want, and I don't know where it is, though. There it is. So we don't have actual garages in The Sims 4, but this looks pretty similar. So I'm just going to place a couple of them. Because it's technically big enough for 2 there. So I can place those 2 there. And then there's an actual, like, there's a door here, because then we have the same stuff. Actually, it's stone that leads from, ooh, geez, that was big. That leads from here to here. So that's what we would like to do, is put our cars in here and then be able to walk from there to the back door to go in. Actually, with the way that's set, I don't know if I can get in, so I'm going to put this over here. We also currently have a stone patch here. It goes like to here. And then, is this the same thing that I used over there? I don't want to take that small because it's going to take forever. Okay, so in real life, this is like probably, you know, that much bigger, and then it goes off over here into the neighbors, and there's some more parking for the neighbors. So technically this is not ours. We think that they had built the house, or taken it and built the house out. So technically this is not ours, but it is somewhere we could also talk about getting parking if we, you know, talk to the right people. But right now that's where we had parked when we went to look at it. So that's looking more like it. I wish I could move this over a little bit. It's fine there. So we got a little bit of a yard, and actually out back here, this actually probably could have been moved up a bit, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. We have this space here, and we actually have, and we're probably going to, I'd like to keep it anyway, but we're probably going to replace it. I like the way this looks, but I think we'd probably do something more like this because it's cute. But we have one of these, a fire pit, that is, so we can put that there. And then I was thinking that, like, it'd be kind of fun, because I know we have our grill too. So the grill would probably have to be put out somewhere. We kind of have one like this right now. I think the dream would be to have one more, you know, like this, where we could like prepare on it too. So I'm gonna put the grill over here because I think I'd like to make this like an entertaining area. I don't know if we'd put like a little patio. I'd say maybe a little patio. Like maybe we would, I don't know. Again, this is just for me to like see what I like and think about. Like even if I just did like a cement like something like that. Like that. There. That would give us some spots to like put a couple of things. And like I could do I don't know if I'd want a picnic table or maybe just a regular old table. Honestly, I like the screen. So like we could put like a little table here so we could have a place to sit. I'll have to get table or chairs, but and then of course with this here, we would go ahead and get the chairs, which we would also put away when they were not being used in the garage, so that way they didn't get all moldy and gross. So we could have all of them there. Like we could have like a nice little campfire. I think it'd be kind of fun to like add the lights or whatever around that it would keep away the bugs. So something like that. We don't have to have more than that, just enough to keep bugs away. And I could even put some over here. Or make like even one just I don't know. I don't know if I want them over there. What I do think would be kind of cute is if we could. It's not big enough. Could do lengthwise like that. That's cute. But it won't fit that way. But I could do this and have just some lights so that way at night it was all lit up and cute. Just something to give, you know, if we were out there having fun, with campfires and stuff. I would say that we'd use. I want a chair that looks like it's meant to be outdoors. None of these have that look. Well, maybe this one, or like this one does. But I also want it to be a comfy chair. I could do these, but it doesn't match. Or this, that would match. Could put a couple of chairs there. So there's that. Like we could have that area. That's really far. I feel like that needs to be more like here. And I think eventually we'll find more outdoorsy things to do here in this area. But that's kind of that for now. In here there is a light, and I don't remember what it looks like. I have a feeling it's one of those like not pole light, because it had a switch, but like it kind of just looks something like this. So I'm just going to use one of these because I don't need anything more fancy than that. And then in here there's actually stone tile that had some pieces broken, but it was kind of stony. So I'm going to just do that. And then the wall was just, you know, a wall. Okay. So in the garage, obviously we were talking that we would put our cars in here. I know we have toy cars. Okay, well, this game is being mean. It won't give me my toy cars. I think it was in here, maybe? I think that's where they are. There they are. So my car is, well, it's not this color, but that's my car basically. So eventually we'd want them to be in here. And then, and his is not this color either. But we'll put them both in there. I feel like he'd have a blue one if he could. Although he likes this car, so I don't know. But that will be like that. And then if we have guests or whatever, like if my family comes to visit, or his for that matter, we'll put like if we're moving and they all wanted to come visit or something. Technically you can fit 4 here. So let me grab. Technically you can fit 4 cars there, 2 in the garage, which is where we would keep our cars. And then if we needed to, like if we had guests and we had more than 4 cars, they could come down here and park outside of our garage. But I think for just kind of like realism's sake, that's what it would look like. And now for the outdoor activity here, because obviously we have the lovely garage, it would give my husband a workspace, which would be really nice. I just need to find the right one. Where is the workbench? Like the woodworking bench. Is that not here? Woodworking. That's interesting. Is it in skills? Like here? Yeah, it is. It's in here, isn't it? There it is. There's a woodworking table. So, like, if you needed to come out here and do something with the wood, you know, or just like a workbench type of thing, like he could do that. We might keep, I don't know, like boxes or something out here. Excuse me. That's really all I could see us putting out there, like, is a woodworking. I don't really do much with flowers or anything, so like it's not like I'd put a flower bench out here. He did at one point say if, because we have a couch here that has a hole in the middle of it, like it kind of has a hole here. That actually might work if it's got the right colors. It does. I'll put that one out for now. It's a bit bigger. Sorry guys, my nose is like running. That one also would work. Okay, let's do this one. He said he'd also think about like if that couch could make this, we could figure out a way to like put the couch out here. That's better, I like that. So that like if he was out here working, I could come out here and sit on the couch and have a comfortable place to sit while he was working. And I might grab like a table or something that I could put. I don't want to put it in now. I feel like over here would be fine, because let's put it over here. like that. That's fine. Then like in the winter we'd move this in here somewhere. Okay. But anywho, on these two, anything out here would need to go in here. But for like nice months, I could have a place to sit, and again, I could put like, you know, maybe have like an old lamp or something to give light if it was too dark. Like I could put that over there so he'd have extra light to see what he was working on or something. And then I could put just like a little music box out here so we could have music. I could see like sitting on the couch and reading, covering up with a blanket and reading a book while he was doing whatever. That'd be fun. So that's probably all I'll do in there because it's a garage. I mean, there's not much I can do in a garage. Let me think. The only other thing outside that I could see we would have... Right now they have one of these over here. So I'm not going to put it in because we are taking it out. We're not going to keep our laundry thing like that. Eventually, when we have kids, obviously we'd put a swing set out here, but we don't have that yet. So I'm not going to put those either. Maybe if for gameplay, if I wanna, I can put one of these in here. And then, yeah. So, moving on, I think that's pretty good for now. And then, yeah, let's go inside. So, inside, actually, hold on, I want to look at something. I want to look and see if there was any, like, outdoor, like what the plant situation looked like. Because I can't remember. Okay. So up front, there is actually, let me grab the dirt. We have... Oh, and actually, that's good to know. This actually comes to here. So let me grab that again. Like that. And then it goes... goes around like that. And there's some dirt around this. Okay, like that. That's better. Oh, and then it also has kind of does that. Oh. Kind of does something like that. And then it also, like, same spot on this side, does like this. There. So it kind of does like that. There. And then in the back, in the back. It kind of does that. And then it actually like wraps that around here all the way over. Okay, so that's kind of what the outside looks like. And then it's got a couple of plants like just in there. So I think I'm just gonna kind of put in the plantage. I know we have trees, like we have a wood line back here. So I'm gonna just put some trees back here. Just some random trees. Like, kind of like that, because we just got some woods back there. And I'm gonna just kind of move this forward a little bit. Okay, so we got that. And then I'm gonna put in, some pretty plants. Maybe change up the color. I don't, let's do like this. Just kind of pop them in. I'm gonna take this and move it because we had a bigger bush back there. I don't like this. Maybe I'll do this instead. I'm gonna make that more there. And then I can put like some lovely little daisies and stuff. Maybe I will leave one there. And maybe I'll make these a bit smaller. I like them, but a bit smaller, you know? Not that one. If you go to download this house, I apologize because it is going to be very expensive. And probably using a lot of packs. Oops, there we go. Using a lot more packs than I had intentionally intended. Just get some low-lying plants in here. Kind of do like that. And get the get the back side too. Let's just do like this. And then like this. And then I can put in the littler guys here. But anyways, yeah, it's probably gonna be on the bit more expensive side. I have Sims of me and my husband in the game, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to afford putting my family into this house, Sims wise, without cheating. So just because I made everything to my taste, and like it is very expensive taste, so I'm gonna put in some of these cute little lights here. But yeah, just, I apologize if you try and it tells you no because of multiple reasons of housing being expensive or, you know, too many packs or whatever the case might be. I apologize. I just kind of went with my, you know, my, and what I liked. Okay, so that, and I think there might be some here, but I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. And yeah, so I think that's the whole outside of the house. So let's go in. This is the living room. So let's go with the living room next. I don't believe that there is a hanging light in the living room. I believe it's, yeah, no, there's no hanging light. So I'm gonna just do my typical, like, light, which is this one. Okay. And then the walls themselves, they're basically the same as the other room. Where it's a beige like that. That's cute. And that's pretty much the hallway too. I think the bedroom, like everything basically has that. Yeah. The everything downstairs basically has the same thing except for what I've already done. So I'm gonna just kind of pop this everywhere down here. There we go. Okay. And now to the most fun part. I'm gonna do whatever couch I like because I think eventually my plan is to get new couches, and not the couch that we have already. So I'm gonna go with like the comfiest couch that I can think of, which, I mean, obviously that's one of the comfiest ones, but we already have that one in the other because it matches our home one right now. That's fun, but I don't like that one as much. I want to filter it for color because I kind of think a yellow room, maybe not the couch, but like to have accented of yellow, like unless it's like that, like a pale yellow. Like that's kind of cute. I wanted this to give me like that's fine. I think I'm gonna stick with that one that I just pulled out, that one right there. And I'm gonna just put, because I think we're gonna put our couch there. And then we're gonna have, I don't know if there's a matching love seat to this, which is fine, I guess. But in real life, I think I'm definitely going to have a matching love seat. I'll go with that because that's actually pretty close. Yeah, this is actually pretty close color-wise. And we'll put our love seat there. And then I know we've talked about doing, we have a recliner, well, not a recliner, but a chair that has like a thing with it. So that's also going to go out here. And I think in real life, we're going to put it kind of like this. So I think that I'm putting, or maybe honestly, maybe we put this here like so. And this would be over there like that. Because I can still get through. And maybe... No, no. Maybe I'll put it like that. Like that. That's fine. And then... What is that? Oh, that's big. But we would also have a matching, like, chair with, like, so you can put your feet up kind of thing. So, and there's already carpet in this room, so I'm not going to put a rug. I think that's a little, you know, weird in The Sims. Normally there is a rug, but I'm not going to put one because I'm not going to put one in my real life home. We have, and I'm not sure which TV thing we're going to take. So I'm going to just pick which one I think would probably be the better, like, a better match for one we currently have. That's pretty good. Yeah, this one's pretty similar to one we have. So we'll do that. And then we have a TV. We also have a couple of different systems that we can play games on that we keep down like that. What else do I keep on there that I can put on in The Sims? We keep a bunch of, like, discs. So what is Little Simsies as in here? She has the Cozy Gamer kit. Comfy Gamer. So, like, we could probably keep a couple of video games and stuff like this on it. Put a couple of controllers down here. Just like that. And that's about all that we need down there. We're definitely going to have... Oh, I didn't need any Cozy Gamer. We're definitely going to have one of our cat trees. Which actually our cat trees are more like this color, actually. And there's a big old window in here. So I'm thinking we're probably going to put it... That's too big. I think we'd put it here so they can, like, look out of it. Like that. And you know what I'm actually gonna do, because I wanted it anyway. I want to do yellow curtains. Because I could do these, but I don't know if I have the, like, ones to put them. Those are cute. And then they kind of bring in the blue. I'll put it for there now. For now. And I'm immediately going to get rid of it. Because I actually really like these cozy, or not the cozy, why am I always saying cozy? It's the ones from, I don't know. This is hard. I don't know what to pick. I think I'm just gonna do that. That's good, that's fine for now. And then I might do, like, some pictures on the wall. I still have the yellow one on. I know I do, but I was just seeing if there's any yellow that was like catching my eye. That is so cute. I don't have anything like this right now, but I could definitely see myself getting something like this and putting it right above, and then like putting my cat pictures around it. Like I could definitely see that being a thing. Same thing with one like over here. So over here, and I am gonna get rid of the filter because over here is gonna be something special. I am actually gonna have a piano. I think it's this color. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be the best one. It's pretty similar to this that my grandma had given me. Well, had, and then when she passed away, it was discussed that it was going to be given to me and my husband because he plays piano. So it's gonna be pretty cool to have that in my house. So yeah, I'm gonna have that right there in my living room, and I don't know, maybe I can get some picture printouts of like, I don't know, me and grandma or something and have it around, and I think that'd be kind of fun to just kind of like dedicate that space to her. My husband is also going to build some shelves around this, so it's going to kind of be like surrounding the piano. I'm going to put this one here and I think this one over here. So it's just going to kind of surround it like so. And then I was going to put this up here, but I don't think that's going to fit there. I can put that there. And then I put that one over there. I really don't know if I need another one. I mean, I've got that one, and I've got the cat standing. I could do this one over here. Shrink it down one. And just kind of like mirror. So kind of like that. And then yeah, I could put my cat's pictures around these. Like maybe over here I could put Sunny, or Nala, then Sunny and Milo. Like I could just kind of dedicate their own section of the walls for them. But yeah, that's gonna be a space that I cherish and just try to, you know, do what I feel like she would like with that space. Maybe I could get a plant or something. I don't know. I don't think I could ever get a hanging plant or anything because my cats would destroy it. Although I was told that my husband's somebody my husband knows gave him a little cat planter, a little orange cat planter, for a fake plant. So although I already have that out here, which maybe I'll just replace that with another one. Like I can just go and pop this out here or something. Like, nah, that's fine. I can put that there because I'm gonna have that, and I think that'd be kind of cool to display. But I think for now that's actually a really good like space use. Now he is gonna have, he does have certain instruments. I cannot for the life of me remember how many instruments he has, but honestly we might end up with like a few of them out here, like just to have, you know, just a couple different ones we might have. just like a little music area here. Goodness. And then, let's see. I can also put a microphone because I do sing. Not that I'm going to be singing, you know, but I could turn that into a little music area as well. I think my grandma would really like to have her piano be like the centerpiece of that. So yeah, that's gonna be my home. And again, I'm probably gonna have a whole bunch of cat toys just all over, like all over. My cats don't, you know. So that's gonna be how it looks. I mean, I'm gonna have the bins or whatever, like, to pick them up. I have places that I put their toys. It's just whether or not they're in there. So that's going to be the living room. Out here in the hallway, again, I'm going to just take this and do that. I don't know if I'm going to do very much out here. This might just be like, I put a table there and maybe a mirror. Like, and technically this is up a bit higher and there's a step down, but I'm gonna leave it like this. Maybe I'll put like a, you know, a little table there, and then I can put maybe I can actually put this one in here that I liked originally out in the other room. Oh, it's so high. They're all really high. I don't like how high they are. Maybe I can just do this one again. Yeah, that's fine, I think. And then maybe, again, I can put like a little plant on it. Maybe something like this I can put there. That's cute. Also, Sunny's on the floor staring at me. So she might come up and say hello. Hi, Sunny. How are you? Also, I didn't realize how dark it was in here. So I hope that this recording has been okay. But I'm actually going to turn that light on. There. So hopefully you've been able to see me this whole time. But if not, now we've got a light and now you can see me. I'm not the important part of this video. The video that's important is this. So, also that didn't get copied for some reason. That was weird. Okay, so I'm actually gonna put this wall down. And then I think in this hallway, I might put the cat's food. So we actually have a feeder, an automatic feeder that it's kind of combined, like it's this, but with two bowls like this. But I'm gonna just give them 3, so that way the cats can just eat their own food and not have to worry about trying to make it work and look nice. But I think we're gonna put that there. Now I might not be able to put them here in real life because there is a ground vent, so the heat comes up from there. So I don't think they're actually gonna be able to go right there, but for now that's where I'm gonna put it. I might be able to put it here. Like that. I might be able to do that side because that's got a vent. I really don't think I'm gonna put too much more on this hallway. I mean, maybe a big old house plant or something. I don't know. It's a hallway. Nothing spectacular, you know? Maybe I could put... I have a record player. I was thinking maybe I could put it out there, but that doesn't seem to want to work. I don't know where I'm going to put the record player. Maybe I can cheat it to... There we go. Nope. Oh, good lord. Like that. Oh, actually, hold on. There we go. That's better. You can do that. Okay, so maybe I can put the record player out here in the hallway. So that way we can have music throughout the house or whatever. There's actually a closet here in real life, but I'm not going to put anything there. I'm going to put, I think we're good there for now. I mean, maybe eventually I could put like a little... There we go. Milo was upset. He wanted to come up and say hello. So I think, Milo, what do you think, buddy? He seems pretty content here in my arms. You gonna lay in my lap? Yeah, he wants to lay in my lap. Ooh, there we go. So maybe eventually I can put like a little chair here or something. And he's gone. I don't have a blanket in my lap, so he didn't want to be with me very long. Maybe I could continue with that yellow theme. And do like a chair there or something. Because like I said, on this side there's a closet. I don't think there's very much I can do over here. I think that's fine. And again, I'm going to just take this light and pop that in there and pop that in there. Okay, I think I'm going to finish up these 2 rooms real fast. So this is going to be the bathroom. We actually have a walk-in shower. So it's going to be probably this. It's pretty, like, it takes up a lot of space. And then we actually have a little closet here. So I'm actually going to kind of use one of the actual closets here. And just kind of do that. We have a closet there. And then we have it's just a regular old bathroom. Sink. And I think it's maybe kind of the same. And then we have a sink. And then we have a mirror that opens up into a medicine cabinet. And I'm just gonna put in like soap, toothbrushes, toilet paper, This one, maybe I could do a little green rug or something. Oh, actually, hold on, I got distracted. This is cute. Maybe we could put a little, I have a little rug for my cats out there. That's cute. And then I could do like a little, I'm gonna make it a bit smaller and put it over there. So something like that. And then our bedroom, I'm gonna come in here and do a bed. I'm gonna do this comfy bed here. And I actually really like this green color. Yeah, I'm gonna do the green one here. So I think we're gonna have that there. We're gonna have some matching bookshelves, or not bookshelves, side tables. Maybe in real life, I have a whole bunch of stuff that I keep on my side table. So like maybe I can just like keep it simple for now. In The Sims, and just put like a cute little alien leaf thing on my side, and then maybe I'll do a light or a lamp on the other side. I'll just do a simple light. Like maybe something like this that we can just we don't have a closet in this room, which I'm hoping eventually we can remedy, but for now we're gonna just stick with our dresser, which we have a pretty tall one. It's kind of like this actually, but it doesn't have the right color. So I'm gonna just get one that's like an actual, oh well, hold on now. We kind of have one like this, and we were talking about putting it in the corner like this. And then we're actually going to take our second TV in the house and put it up there. That's way too tall. I don't like that. So maybe eventually we'll get a new dresser or something. Because I'm not using that one here. I'm gonna use a regular old dresser. Just like pop that one down there like that, and then that can go up there. So we can watch from bed. And then I think I have, like, I want to put like a little area where the cats can hang out. So maybe another cat tree in here. Again, it doesn't have to be a huge cat tree. It can just be like a little guy where they can hang out. But I'll put one of the bigger ones for now. Actually, no, I won't. I will sell that. And I'm gonna put one of these in here for now. Where they can just like exist and vibe. And then I would like to have, actually I really did like this. And I wanted a rug, but from what I am learning, it's not gonna be one that I can do like this because we're gonna have to do all this stuff. So eventually I'd like to have one that I could just like leave under the bed, but I can't. So I'm going to just maybe do one like, maybe a small one, like kind of like that, and then I can do it again on the other side. And then that way we each have a rug to step out onto. And it'd be kind of nice if I could just like, it's not gonna work that way, but I think that's fine. We can put those like that. And then, yeah, he's probably gonna have, I don't know, I feel like we're definitely gonna end up with more guitars and stuff. Like, I don't know which side it's gonna be, mine or his or whatever, but like maybe a couple more over there. like that. And yeah. So for now, I think I'm going to leave this as is. That is the completed downstairs level of our home to be. Other than the basement, I didn't get to that. But the first floor, the outdoors, garage, like everything outside is done. I just need to do the upstairs, the attic, and the basement. But for now, if you guys are enjoying watching me create this house and like try to figure out how I want to do it and what I want to do next and how I want it to look, please let me know in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a great day, night, or evening, or wherever you are, and have a wonderful Easter. Thank you again. All right, bye guys.